And so this video begins. Welcome to Fort Myers, Florida, food fans. Are you hungry? Are you ready? Thanks for clicking. Edison and Ford Winter Estates. In 1885, world famous inventor Thomas Alva Edison first visited Fort Myers in 1886. He built his winter home. And then in 1916, industrialist Henry Ford of the Ford Motor Company purchased the estate next door called the Mangos in order to spend more time with his good friend and mentor, Thomas Edison. And here it is beyond this white picket fence, the home, the winter home, the Florida home of Henry Ford. Do you hear the old time music? Very eerie. It's a pretty cool place. I'll have to come back sometime and take the tour. Get the whole Ford experience. The reason why I wanted to come over here, because 4 blocks from here is the first ever Ford's Garage restaurant. The very first one in Florida. Right here in Fort Myers. Of course. Because, I'm assuming, because Ford used to live here. I'll have to come back for the tour sometime. This looks awesome. Also, there's Thomas Edison's house. Pretty cool. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I am Tampa J, and I am so excited and so hungry to go to the first ever Ford's Garage, located in downtown Fort Myers. I was here about a year ago recording a video, a filming locations project, a George Romero classic. They filmed Day of the Dead in downtown Fort Myers, and I remember walking past the Ford's Garage saying, wow, that's a very unique Ford's Garage restaurant. I don't think I pointed out in the video, but I remember doing that. Little did I know in that moment that that was the first ever Ford's Garage. I've been doing a lot of first ever food videos as far as Florida. Did the first ever Cracker Barrel in Florida. Also, a lot of Florida's first restaurants are the world's first. We're talking about Outback. We're talking about Olive Garden, Red Lobster. All started right here in Florida, and including Ford's Garage. And I thought it was very important to come to Henry Ford's house himself, 4 blocks away from the restaurant, to set this video up properly. We're gonna go over to the restaurant. We're gonna take a tour. I'm gonna get dinner. I filmed another video earlier today. I am so hungry. I haven't eaten a thing. I was excited. Had to keep room. I've been to Ford's Garage once before in Tampa, and I had a burger, and I think they're known for their burgers. We're gonna check out the full menu. Maybe I'll get dessert. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll eat too much. It's all part of the video. It's all part of the fun and the food. Thank you for clicking on this video. As I always say, or recently say, there's much ahead. I think it's a Ford. And they're doing some sort of construction here in this street, the Street of Palms. I believe these are called the Edison Palms. He had a vision of planting palm trees everywhere. So eerily quiet. Look at this. The gardens down there to the right, I've made a video there before. We've got this whole street to ourselves. You can see they're doing construction. But it's pretty eerie. There's Thomas Edison's house. Yeah, I'll have to come back and do the whole tour here. Ford's Garage, Fort Myers, 3 minutes away from Henry Ford's Florida home. Look at that. Exiting the Isle of Palms. Look at this big building right here. Big high rises in downtown Fort Myers. And just passing by Joe's Crab Shack. I like that restaurant. This is in between Ford's Garage and Ford's Real Garage. And I had a struggle there for a moment to find parking, but I did. Just parked a couple blocks away. Just a little walk down Broadway here to the original Ford's Garage. Downtown Fort Myers is an old town. Lots of brick buildings. It has been recently restored. It's a very beautiful downtown. I noticed that the last time I was here. Ford's Garage, USA.com. Here's the address, 2207 First Street, Fort Myers, Florida. Looks like they're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Friday, 11 to 11. And Saturday, today, brunch starts at 10:30 to 3, dinner 11 to 11, the same thing on Sunday. It says right down here in the fine print that prime burgers, craft beer, and 1920 service station vibes. Opened in 2012. The original Ford's Garage right here in this building. It even says the original right there above the window. Not what you thought, right? Most Ford's garage have the Fords out front, are sitting maybe off an interstate, maybe in a plaza. When I first saw this about a year ago, I was like, wow, that's unique. Again, never thought it was the first one. Very unique sculptures here on First Street, right across from Ford's garage. These guys are huge. Looks like he's drinking a bottle. Maybe they just came from Ford's garage. They are very metal, very rusty, like an old Ford. These guys are sitting in front of the Franklin shops. There's a Starbucks in that building. That used to be the old Crest building, 5 and Dime. This building sitting vacant, but this building smelling really good, it being Ford's garage, the original. That's pretty cool. It doesn't look too busy. No one's sitting outside currently. I love that the seats are Ford blue. All right, so just like that, I'm gonna head across. Let's see if there's any reading material, any placards, historical markers for the first ever Ford's garage on the inside. They don't have the cars sitting outside, but right here on this cart, they've pulled out a Ford motor. I guess that's the best they can do. Don't have a lot of room here on the sidewalk of Fort Myers to put the old cars. I just changed out Chris the girl's spark plugs yesterday. I finished that up. She doesn't drive a Ford, she drives a Kia, just saying. Ford's garage. Please see hostess, the sign to my right. I love that they have fuel nozzles for the handles. Of course, we got the neon up here. Let's fill her up. I just filled up my car. It's not a Ford, it's a Subaru. And I was quickly seated coming in the door. Got the menu here. Check this out. They're napkins with shop towels. These are shop towels, and these are warm drive hose clamps. Worm drive hose clamps from my Napa Auto Parts days. I worked for Napa Auto Parts for 10 years, so I know a lot about Ford parts and other parts in general. All right, so we got a drink menu here. Ford Fusions, that's hilarious. Mules, margaritas. We've got Go Green, Start Your Engines. These are the appetizers. Ooh, ahi tuna. Looks like they have a lot more than burgers. Good, how you doing? All right, so I didn't have a beer menu, now I have a beer menu. Look at all these taps they have here. Thank you so much. All right, so I couldn't make up my mind. I just went with a good old-fashioned Yingling, brewed in Pottsville, PA, and also in Tampa. The server said they're known for their burgers, so that is confirmed, and they've got all kinds of burgers here. The Model A, the black and blue, Ford Signature, Patty Melt, Mushroom Swiss, High Octane, Jiffy Burger, American Standard, Barbecue Brisket, yummy. Estate Burger, hey, I was just at the estate, maybe I should get that. That's named after Lee County Commissioner. That's a $16 burger. And also they have comfort foods, they have roadsters, Brisket Ranchero Roastered. That thing looks pretty good, that's a patty melt. Also more sandwiches. They've got fish, they've got ribs, they've got sweet rides, there's all the desserts. Of course they gotta have key lime pie. And look, this is the weekend brunch menu if you want to come for brunch. And I think all Ford's Garage do the brunch. I didn't know they do brunch. I might have to actually do that sometime. I'm a brunch person. I never have an opportunity to have brunch, but that's something that I really enjoy. We also have the grilling pit stops over here. These look like they're specials. They have a prickly pear margarita. Thank you so much. Ooh, look at that. Grilled ribeye steak, $28.99. Pulled pork sandwich, peach cobbler, Stone Road. Oh man, that looks to die for. All right, so my Yingling has arrived. Also, I got a water. I'm probably gonna get a burger. I have to, right? I'm at Ford's Garage. Check out the Ford above the bar up there. That's so cool. Also a giant margarita machine. We're gonna check the store out. So I've looked over the menu and I am going to go with the Ford Signature. Tillamook Sharp Cheddar. Tillamook, I know that's good cheese. That's from Oregon. Applewood smoked bacon, bourbon barbecue sauce, crisp lettuce, tomato, and red onion on a brioche bun. Looks like $15.99, and I believe I get served with Ford's fries there. So there we go. Also, if I wanted to substitute, there's their other sides. Sometimes I go with mashed potatoes. Yeah, actually I'll go with the Ford Signature.
Yeah, how do you like your burger?
Medium well, please. And that comes with fries.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, that's good. Cheers, Fred. Oh man, that tastes good. I've been filming all day. I was inside an abandoned prison earlier today. All right, so it is very small in here compared to other Ford's Garage. There's a lot of people in here dining, so I'm gonna take my turn, go around the restaurant, show you some stuff. There's Henry Ford right there, the 15 millionth Ford. Also a nice big shotgun up there to the right. And this looks like this picture was taken perhaps at the Ford Edison estate. There's Thomas Edison right there. And Henry Ford, that's amazing. This was taken right down the street where we began the video. And this is back by the restrooms. A proud licensed partner of the Ford Motor Company. If you didn't know, Ford's Garage is the first ever restaurant to be officially licensed by Ford Motor Company. These restaurants serve up American favorites, making it a popular dining out choice in the neighborhood. Presently, there are 3 locations open in Florida: Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Estero. This is pretty old because there's more than that. It has long-term plans for expansion in Ford's home state. With its many Ford-inspired design cues and first-rate service, the decor and reminiscent of the 1920s service station themed hangout, complete with actual Model Ts. And there's a Model T hanging over the bar over there. There's a picture. And look at this, right next to this sign: motoring into historic downtown Fort Myers, February 2012. We're your neighborhood burger and beer joint where everyone is welcome, located in historic downtown. This is commemorating the opening. That's pretty awesome. So this store, the first ever Ford's Garage, opened in February 2012. There's some old photos in here on the wall. That looks like Laurel and Hardy. That's amazing. So what I'm gonna do on the way back to the Tampa Bay area, I'm gonna stop at another Ford's Garage so we can compare the original to the others. And there it is, the Ford Model A suspended above the bar. Now I do think that every Ford's Garage has a Ford above the bar. I'm gonna check out that Ford's Garage on the way back to Tampa Bay. I think it's right off the interstate in Sarasota. Yeah, look at that. On the bun, Ford's Garage. That's pretty cool how they do that. This looks amazing. I got my French fries. This has got bacon on it. It's got the cheese. Now this is a cheeseburger paradise right here. This looks really good. There you go. All the way around. It's pretty cool how they do that to the bun. There you go, some crocuses right there. Neato. All right, first bite. Lunch ahead. Got it. Smashing Pumpkins playing. Love this song. Tonight. I'm gonna eat at the first Ford's Garage. It's pretty good. It reminds me of a backyard burger. Like Dad was grilling in the backyard. I got it medium well. Sometimes I do medium well. It came out medium well. I'm pleased with it. Love the bacon. The bacon really sets it off. Fresh cut fries are really good too. Had a couple bites of those. Well pleased. And it's a really thick cut burger, so you don't have to worry about being hungry afterwards. That's important. And the bacon fell off my burger, but that's okay. Oh yeah, look at that bacon. It's been a while since I had bacon. And as you can see, I freaking destroyed it. That was really good. And you know what? I'm full. Just gonna finish up these fries. It's a good portion size. So my server offered for them to honk the car horn for me. They do it for birthdays, but they saw me film it and they're like, hey, let's honk the car horn for you. There you go, that's for us. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Oh god. All right, all paid up, tipped up, enjoyed my service. It's a good meal, just shy of 40 bucks. Always leave a good tip. There's the front side of the car, check that out. And over here, look at this, they got souvenirs. We've got t-shirts. We got the Ford F-150 Classic Mustang. See, they got other cars back here? Oh yeah, Cobra. Yeah, so cool how this is the original restaurant. So when they began, I was talking to the manager here, they weren't officially licensed. And then eventually Ford caught on to the idea, and basically, long story short, they wanted to be involved with the business, so they became officially licensed. We got all kinds of stuff here you can buy. Check out the hats up there. And there's a gas pump right here. right next to the door. Really enjoyed my meal. That is a great burger. And there you have it, food fans. The original Ford's Garage. That was an amazing experience. I look forward to coming back sometime. I come to Fort Myers every now and then. I've been here mostly because my fandom for George Romero, Day of the Dead. Been here a couple times shooting those locations. Look forward to coming back, whatever it might be for the next time, popping into Ford's Garage, having another burger. Really good. Okay, so there's still plenty of daylight and there's still plenty of miles between here and Tampa. I'm gonna stop at the Ford's Garage in Sarasota so we can kind of compare what they look like. This is so unique, so small, just like we're seeing in this series. The original locations, I'm thinking of the original Outback in Tampa, how small they are compared to what they have spawned. All right, shout out to the crew in Ford's Garage. Thanks for having me. They were so nice, so polite. Looks like the arcade theater got a new marquee. That looks amazing. Ultimate Days of the Dead filming locations. If you know that movie, you know this building. Iconic shot right there. I recreated it a couple times. The Arts Museum. Looks like there's a wedding there tonight. It's a good place for a wedding. And this does not look like a Ford's Garage back in Tampa. This is one of the newest ones here in Florida. This is the UTC Mall here in Sarasota, the mall right behind here. This is very modern looking because this plaza is. I just assumed that it would look like the other ones, but that's okay. There's definitely a car sitting out front. I'm gonna check that out. Proud licensee of the Ford Motor Company. I just learned back at the other one that that wasn't original. Ford's didn't begin, Ford's Garage, the very first one, didn't begin licensed. They were kind of playing off the name of Henry Ford himself, being from Fort Myers. Ford caught on and wanted to get more involved. So, long story short, you can look all that up on the internet. They decided to do that. And now, I was just reading, there's only 25 Ford's garages in America, most of them in Florida. One in Noblesville, Indiana, I know of because that's where my family goes. They travel all the way across the state just to go to Ford's Garage. I feel pretty lucky to know that we have several here in the Tampa Bay area, in Central Florida and South Florida. That's pretty cool. Let's go check out this car over here. Looks like they do carry out pickup just like their competitors. Yeah, we got to do that nowadays to compete. This has become the norm. And here you go, Ford Model 8. I think it's a Ford sitting right here before the front door. I noticed some of the Ford's Garage have 2 or 3 cars sitting out front. I'm thinking of the one near Citrus Park, Florida, which I shared back in 2020, then not knowing how rare that restaurant was. There's an old video out there somewhere. I showed the Citrus Park Ford's Garage outside when everything was closed down. That's the first one I ever ate at. This was my second visit to a Ford's Garage today. I'll tell you what, I regret not coming back sooner. I'm gonna have to make this a thing. They also have one in Lakeland, Florida off I-4 in between Disney World and Tampa. Always doing that, and Universal Studios, so maybe I'll hop off the interstate, give that one a shot. And I popped inside just to take a little look. I think every seat is full right now. It's very busy. They've got a Ford above the bar, just like the other one. And also across the way, at the other bar, there's a Ford Model A convertible. Pretty cool. They've got a little more merchandise at this one. Look at the 1980 Ford Bronco shirt. More t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts. They've got a little doggy over here. Oh, okay. Oh, a leash. Bella might like that. Also, oops, sorry about that, Fido. I'm just naming you Fido. They got plaques, they got plates, they got shot glasses. They got bottle openers. They got some of the same hats and more that we saw back at the original one. I like this tumbler here. I think they have all this. Also, you can just buy these buckets. Pretty neato. Look at this old shifter out of a Model A. Look at the gears. Can't really see it. The old stick shift. And another straight line motor right here. When I had the initial idea of coming down and checking out the original Ford's Garage, I guess I didn't realize until today, on the journey, how rare they are. 25 stores, that's it. Only 6 states and mostly in the East. Please comment below if you've ever eaten at a Ford's Garage or if you have not. And if you have one in your area, I'm so curious to see what 6 states have a Ford's Garage. There's not too much info out there, but I know there's one in Noblesville, Indiana, because that's where my family eats. They make it a big deal because they have to go miles away for it. I understand why now. There's only one in Indiana. It's pretty exciting. Well, that being said, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I hope you enjoyed another food vlog. Please check out more of my content, food and food not related. The main page of my YouTube channel, there's a playlist over there. There's all kinds of things to watch. There's always much ahead and munch ahead. I'm looking forward till next time. Thanks for making this video possible, guys. Wouldn't be the same without you. Make sure you give it a thumbs up right down there. That really helps the video, whether you're watching on your big screen TV or on your device, whatever it is, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you want to. That's not a command, that's just only if you want to. It does help me out though. And subscribe below. I think I said that. I'm saying all the things here at the end, and look at the sun right there. Sunshine State sometimes, not in the summer though. Look, there you go. Sun, clouds. That's summer here in Florida. Ford's Garage, thanks for having me out. Go check them out. I strongly recommend it if you're vacationing in Florida. There is one in Lakeland. I think there's one in Orlando. So yeah, definitely Tampa Bay area. Really good stuff, really good burgers, fun for the whole family. And that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time. There's always much ahead and much ahead. Also, almost forgot to say something. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead for you, my friend. Yes, you. And check out the rainbow ending right into Ford's Garage. That's pretty awesome. Right into the prime burgers and into the Model A that's right over the bar. All right, guys. See you later. Peace out. Bye-bye.